Hey, really quickly before we start the video, this is not a lighthearted game as it may seem on the picture. I mean, you probably know what this game is to begin with. It's a horror game. It has unsettling imagery, has loud noises, jump scares, and all the other usual horror tropes that can actually be a little bit of a harm to people's health. So if you're one of those individuals who has like a really bad heart or epilepsy or any of the usual stuff, don't watch this video, okay? I don't need another lawsuit on my hands. But regardless, thank you very much for watching the video, and I do appreciate your time regardless. But now, let's get on with the show. Greetings, my fellow Salotus, ladies and the gentlemen. My name is Chaos, and welcome to Andy's Apple Farm. This is a game that I probably don't really need to explain. This is a game that has blown up in like the last month or two with its release. It's essentially a very fourth wall breaky horror game that is in the style of just like a nice, good old happy chappy sort of game. The biggest inspiration that a lot of people have kind of taken to like compare it to is the Walton Files. And like initially I thought it was a game very heavily inspired by the Walton Files, but my good pal Jayskibean, also known as the editor of this video. Anyways, besides being a slave and being forced to edit my videos for money, which isn't really being forced to, Jay is actually like a massive fan of Andy's Apple Farm. I think he's like the first Patreon that was actually like subscribed to M36 Games' Patreon. And he has just been obsessed with it ever since. And I don't blame him. The game is incredibly interesting. And he actually let me know a lot regarding the conversations he's had with the developer themselves. And this is actually a game that didn't actually get developed when the Walton Files were a thing. Or at least the developer didn't know that the Walton Files were a thing until the comparisons were made, from what I've been told. So the main inspirations from this game mainly come from games like Doki Doki Literature Club, mainly for the fourth wall aspect being broken, as well as the horror, absolutely, and Petscop as well, which is the game that isn't actually a real game that is pretending to be a game, which you may have also seen on YouTube. And this actually is quite evident in one part, which I want to kind of showcase later on, because it's actually a secret I found out initially not knowing in this game. So we're going to go take a look at that, but it's a really interesting game. I've already done a video on it, but unfortunately the volume was too high, so I'm doing it again. Also go check out my Twitch, link in the description below while you're doing so, and also subscribe in case you enjoy what you see, like the video, do all the usual stuff, because YouTube's weird these days. Anyway, we've been doing this for about 4 minutes now, not including like the part of starting the video, because there was also some setup beforehand, so let's actually play the game, and let's make a new game. Jump into the jolly old world of Andy's Apple Farm, and all the innocence it has in between, and nothing else between the cracks, absolutely not.
Hi, I'm Andy the Apple.
Oh.
Welcome to my apple farm.
Hi Andy, sorry,
around,
got some very,
the arrow keys on your
some very
keyboard.
bad manners.
You can talk with others by pressing the space bar. Let's go see
I like how the
everyone is
game
doing
explains
today.
what the controls are when you also need to figure out what the controls are ahead of time. Like, initially, I thought this would be the typical WASD keys to, like, control around, but it's actually the arrow keys, you know, as Andy explained, and spacebar to talk, or enter. You have to find it out first before you can get to the part of the game which tells you
What's
what
up?
the buttons
Oh,
are, which is just hilarious.
We're just having a picnic. Care to join
Of
us?
course I would.
Hello,
Andy.
Hi, Andy.
Hiya, Felix, Melody, Margaret, Klaus.
Klaus.
So what are you all up to today?
Because that one finger on Andy I will never get over.
Right now. Care for an
just
apple?
know it's not a nitpick, right? It's just the one thing I know. It's just so long. Oh, God.
We should play some games. Hey, Andy, do you want to play with us?
Of course I would.
That would be wonderful, Melanie. Beautiful.
Each of us has a bonus sticker.
There's
Mark all of
nothing
our
wrong
bonus
with this so
stickers
far
will give you a
whatsoever.
prize.
Absolutely
Oh
not.
wow, what's the prize?
Music's just completely
That would
stopped.
break the surprise, would it not? Oh yeah, I guess you are.
It's the key to your house.
Just cuts out.
You took the key to my
Yeah,
house.
I did.
That was such a
Why-
perfect
why
time
would
to
you
it
You guys
cut.
have the bonus stickers to give
I'm pretty
out.
sure like the
Bonus
flickers are
stickers to give
random,
back.
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
I don't
go
think they're
for
like
it. This
preset.
will
At
be
least most of
fun.
them aren't preset. So
Well, if you
it's just
guys
like
say
after a
so,
timer, I
let's play
guess.
some games.
So that was a perfect time. You stole the key to my house? I was like, Jesus Christ, like, I said this in the previous recording, but my god, get them to play your games by taking the key to your house. Sure, go ahead. Kidnap someone's child and force them to play rock, paper, scissors to get the child back. No, don't do that, okay? Or at least if you do that, do not come back and blame me for giving you the idea, okay? Thank you. The Salotus Chaos channel does not condone the idea of stealing one's child to play a game of rock, paper, scissors. Hi, Melanie. Let's play your Friday Night Funky
Just let me
minigame.
grab that guitar and we'll play.
I love the aesthetic, though. Like, holy hell. Again, very understandable why it's like it feels inspired by the Walton Files, the very VHS style of it. It's on a very old-timey, like, I guess an arcade cabinet is supposed to be what this is based on. I don't know, actually. Maybe it's, like, more the lore, we'll find out later. But the idea is that it's a game that obviously has more meaning behind it, and it's made by a guy who is supposedly, from what it seems to be evident, Andy himself, who's been put into the game or something. I don't know. Anyway, this isn't a game cheerly video. We're here to play Friday Night Funkin', which I'm absolutely awful at. Like a diamond in the sky. Also, this game has a lot of secrets. I won't be going over those in these videos, or this video. Again, I'm just kind of showcasing the main aspect of this game, just because I really wanted to sort of showcase my my opinion of it, and also give it the spotlight on this channel that it deserves. So I'm not going to be like going super in depth finding secrets, because I know. Oh, voice is what I get for talking!
You're good at playing the guitar. Here's a bonus sticker for all your hard work.
Okay. Now, here's the funny thing, right? This game is meant to be bugged for the sake of the design of it, but it's also quite funny because I feel like if it's actually bugged, you can get away with it. Oh, your game's incredibly buggy. It doesn't work properly. That's the point. Anyway, I don't think that should have happened, but you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna take the token, and whatever how we call it, sticker, and I'm gonna just waltz on back to the main area and go and play another game. Maybe it's based on like a timer. Maybe it's like after so long it gives you it. Uh-oh. Errors. I didn't get a single time to look at that. Okay, yeah, this is nice. Well, there's plenty of me. Yes. Beautiful. Oh no, an irregularity. Is it an irregularity? I had problems pronouncing that word even before. An irregularity has occurred. Please restart the game. Press escape on the keyboard to exit the game. And also, there is some like secret dialogue in the background, but we ain't all about that. I've got a tight schedule. Oh god, so weird. My game just bugged out. I guess, you know, it's still in early development, so you could expect these bugs to occur. It's just standard nature these days. I mean, Christ, the quality of control of most games these days anyways is absolutely atrocious, so if anything, it's a perfect representation. Oh, Jesus Christ. I wish I was, like, I was joking, but, oh my god, the amount of games these days that come out with, like, mouth-watering amounts of bugs is just, ooh,
Hey, dude,
spooky
how's
stuff.
It going? You want to play a fishing game?
Hey, yeah, you can. Oh, God, I can only imagine Felix being a smoker with that voice. Hey, dude, how's it going? Let's say no.
I don't think you heard me right.
Oh, yeah, love that. I hate how the music's completely cut as well. Press yes for yes, or yes for yes, or Y for yes.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
like
guess
it.
we've only
Let's
got
play.
one choice, so I guess we're gonna play the fishing game. Alright, left and right to move, catch 3 fish to win. Alright. So, spacebar to go down, grab the fishy. I remember when this game initially launched, the hitbox on these boots was like, oh, they were some fat boots, let me tell you. Thankfully, the developer made them, like, a lot better.
Caught a fish.
By that I mean a lot smaller, so we should be able to get this first try, which is always a bonus.
Good job. You caught a fish.
Oh boy, look, that's a very weird fishy. Hang on, let's go and grab that fishy. Here, fishy. I think there's a way we can glitch this out of the map as well. I think we could go like down here somewhere. There's a way of doing it. Ow! Okay, yeah, ow, that hurt. Oh, that was a, oh. I felt the pain in me bones then, Mr. Squibber. That was loud. But it wasn't her fault. Sort of alluding to the, story behind it. The Shadow Man.
Hey, good job, man. Here's a
But
bonus.
hey, we did it!
For you.
Woo! We beat the minigame! Excellent. Thank you, Felix. Alright, I'm gonna take this and forget about all the stuff I've just seen before I fuel my sleep paralysis demon with more ways to torture me. Let's just move on ahead. Go and, let's go see Klaus next and play his game.
Why, hello there, Andy.
Oh, he didn't say hello.
Don't you have a game for me to play? Oh, yes. What about a game of
You
chess?
definitely get, like, a
Chess?
different connection
I have no
between
idea how to
Andy
play
and
that.
Klaus, which I think makes
Oh,
sense
okay.
because I think
How about a game of I Spy?
Klaus
Sounds
is,
good to me.
like,
Let's
he's
play.
based off the character that we will see very soon what his fate is. But anyways, for now, I Spy! Yes!
Spy with my little eye. Something red.
Red. Your mouth. Can I click on your mouth? Of Damn it.
Yes,
I'm now even more
that's it.
disappointed.
I spy with my little eye something floating.
Floating? Lily pad.
Yes, that's it. I spy with my little eye something growing.
Growing? Can I click on the tree? Trees grow? Or not?
No, that's not it.
Apples grow on trees, Clout. Oh my god, you picky son of a gun. I guess I'll
Yes,
look at the
that's
friggin'
it.
sapling.
I spy with my little eye something dangerous.
Dangerous. Is this literally just like a big clock as well in the middle of this map? I mean, I assume so. He is the clock man
Yes,
after all,
that's
but
it.
still.
I spy with my little eye something deceased.
Deceased. Brilliant.
No, that's not it.
You sure?
No, that's not it.
No, did I have to click on you? Okay, I had to click on you. Brilliant. Now, obviously, I know what's happening here, so the effect is kind of worn off on me, but oh boy, imagine if I play this first time. Whew, it'll catch me off guard a little bit. I think even if you know what the game's all about, it's probably still gonna... The developer's probably still gonna find ways to catch you off guard, so that's fun. Anyway, let's start running away, because I'm about to get chased down by a very angry apple. Anytime now. Anytime. Oh, there he is. Wonderful. Okay, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running, keep running. Oh, no. Alright. Okay, this is probably going to be the loudest part of the video, so hopefully you can still hear me. Where are they, Arthur? I don't know. Put down the axe. What are you doing? I'm sick and tired of you lying to me. Wait, Thomas, stop. You killed them. Then, yep. Beautiful and loud. It's like hopefully just as loud as my current audio, which I don't think is a good thing. Oh, beautiful. Oh my god, what have I done? Yes, apparently he's like a hillbilly. Oh man, what have I done? I just killed a man.
Good job at playing that game. For your reward, I'll give you my bonus sticker.
Bone sticker. Yes, very, very kind of you, Klaus. I will get off your lap now because that's apparently what I was doing. And we'll go and see what Margaret has to say. Okie dokie. So it's the last one, then we should be good for the mini
I was
games.
picking up fruits but dropped them all. Can you help me sort them into the right baskets?
Help me sort them in the right baskets, you clumsy beaver. All right,
Thank you
let's
so
do
much,
it.
Andy. I really appreciate your help.
All right. Press spacebar to grab fruit. So all fruit to win. Okay. Brilliant. Let's go ahead and play. Wait, what do I have? An apple. It's actually a little bit hard to tell which ones you grab, and like the hitbox of the arm are kind of like a bit off.
I think the game's a bit buggy and might need to have its hitboxes reworked. If I could personally say,
Okay, it's meant to be buggy.
Oh no, Andy, that was the wrong basket.
I didn't want to put it in there, Margaret. Oh my
I'll
god.
take-
Let's do it right this time, shall we? Maybe I should just glitch out of the game, because I'm pretty sure I could do that as well. Do you think I gotta, like, put it up here somewhere? Ah! Found it! Ow! Okay. Yeah, beautiful. There's that we did, and there's a binary. Is there? I wonder if someone's deciphered that. I'm pretty sure you can decipher it. Possibly. There we go, one happy family. So, 24th of December, 81. But that would be the last Christmas we'd spend together. Ah! Okay, somehow I don't think this is louder than what the axe scene was, looking at my audio levels, but Jesus Christ, regardless.
Thank you so much for helping me out, Andy. For all your help, I'll lend you my bonus sticker.
Thank you, Margaret. Oh, boy. Can you get me a new pair of goddamn eardrums afterwards? That'd be lovely.
Hey, good job, man.
hey, yeah, man.
All the bonus stickers.
Sorry.
You did it, so now it's time for your prize.
So where are my keys? Oh, they're just through there.
I love the cutouts of this game, how it just cuts to like, oh, it's in there.
It's kind of dark, isn't it?
Just go right ahead. Don't be scared.
Like, it's obviously doing it to kind of make it apparent that it's like, yeah, this is not right, but
Say so.
it's just more funny than anything. It's just, it's the key to your house. You took the key to my house. That's beautiful. Anyway, let's go and venture inside the barn door because I'm not allowed to get free.
Hey guys, I can't see anything in here.
I love how chunky
How am I
Andy
supposed to
gets in
find
this
my
picture, by the
keys?
way. Chunky Andy.
Guys?
Guys?
Hey, wait, no! Let me out of here! Oh boy, I'm gonna have to find the light.
And his tone barely
It sure is
changes.
dark in here.
Guys? Wait, guys, no, please, let me out of here. I'm gonna die. Anyway, our keys move around, avoid the eyes. Get to the fourth area, win. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. So I'm gonna go upwards, not going to the wall. Like an utter moron. Alright. Go right. Alright. There's the pair of peepers. Okay, so I think this is the third floor now. So I think we just go through a doorway. I think. Do I? Yeah, cool. What do we get? Oh, it's a picture. Beautiful. Arthur King. 26th of... Okay. It's Klaus. Okay, so I guess that basically just confirms that Arthur is Klaus, I guess is the idea. I mean, God, if it was the parent with Andy being represented by Thomas, who's the guy we're playing as, or supposedly the guy we're playing as because Thomas was Andy, we're playing as Andy, you get the point.
Wait,
So, yeah.
wait, who are you?
I'm Peter the Pumpkin. Nice to meet ya.
Nice
Wait,
to
how
meet
long
ya.
have you been in here?
That doesn't matter. You want to play a game of tag?
Also, why is there an entire haystack
No,
maze inside
I'm
of a
just
barn?
looking for my keys.
Sounds great. Let's play. Just this way to the haystack maze.
Oh, boy.
Wait, who even are you?
Yeah.
You're it. Catch me if you can.
Brilliant. Tag game. Press arrow keys to move around. Catch Peter the Pumpkin to win. Alright. Oh boy, can't wait to play a fun old game of tag with this random stranger I've just found inside of a creep dark barn. Yeah, don't take this game's advice, children. Go on, Peter.
Oh, hey,
There you go.
You caught me. Good job.
Thanks.
I'm it. Run away if
Press
you
arrow
can.
keys to move around. Get old pumpkin to win. Don't get caught. Very conveniently off to the side, almost like it's a last-ditch message, like, oh, by the way, don't get caught. You might die. Anyway. Alright, now this is infuriatingly difficult, and I don't think I'm going to be beating it, just like I didn't do so last time, so... Yeah, expect this to go sour. I'm going to try and make an attempt, though. Although, I don't think it matters if you win. Like, there might be some, like, special dialogue, if I'm not mistaken, but I'm pretty sure the main gist of it is the same. With, like, maybe a bit of text that pops up. Again, if you want, like, a really good series to watch of, somebody who's, like, deciphered this game excessively, go check out my buddy Jay, dude editing this video. As I've mentioned, and shall continue to. Because, yeah, like, this dude is, like, deciphered as much of this game as he's humanly able to. And I have absolutely no doubt in my mind he should be doing further of this when the new chapter comes out. So, yeah, definitely go check that out. Oh, God, he's so quick. I think he's, like, as fast as me, but the AI knows how to turn the corners better, which I don't know, because this, yeah, this hitbox is, it's a little bit wonky. Also, oh, God, I'm stuck. Okay, go. Whoa! Oh, and I kind of hate that it keeps stuttering.
Caught you.
Oh, fun. Anyway, so I want to walk up here because this is kind of part of the Petscop thing I've been mentioning, like the inspiration of it. If I walk up, I think there's an event that occurs. I think. Or not? Maybe I should have walked to the car. Okay, no, it's the same cutscene. Okay, maybe I needed to walk to the car to do so. I don't know. But yeah, I'll explain like the whole Petscop comparison after we've seen the multiple-eyed monster that's decided to form itself inside the warehouse or the barn. I don't know. So I think this is like the one story bit that's still like unclear. Because I'm gonna be honest, I think a lot of it so far kind of like adds up and makes sense, but it's regarding this, which I think is the big sort of like what on earth's going on point, if that makes sense. So everyone's theorizing. Then we just got like a little bit of a, you got a little bit of a cutscene there where it looks like Thomas is turned into Andy. Or just the red blood monster, one of the two. Okay, we found our key! Yay! Only took 24 minutes, but we did it. What have I gotten myself into? Oh boy! Oh, me and you both, Andy. Except I knew when to quit, despite the fact I'm still doing this video. You should never have gone in there. Oh, God. You're a horrible role model, Andy. Hey, if there's a dark, creepy barn that your friends are telling you to go into, don't do it. No, it ain't worth it. Hi, Andy. House. Felix. Person. Barn. Person. Ugh. Okay. And that's it. That's Andy's Apple Farm, Chapter 1. Nice. Okay. Game created by Logan West, M36 Games. Very nice job. This was a really good idea. I'll talk more about it in detail once the credits are rolled. Whatever. And hey, look, there's Jayskibean. There he is. Thank you for playing. To be continued in Chapter 2. So let me talk about what I think of this game. I think Andy's Apple Farm is a really, really cool game. Regarding the concept of it, this is a really, really good idea. For someone who's seen the idea of the Baddington tapes, and the Walton files, but I guess the Baddington tapes are kind of the same as well, to some degree. The idea of, like, making a series where there's sort of it has the soul of, like, a nice, kind-hearted company or video game or something, but deep inside it's something entirely different and actually tries to tell a real-life story. Like a reality story, at least in the in-game fictional world reality. I think it's a really cool idea. It's a really good concept. I really applaud the game for kind of narrowing that and doing it incredibly well, especially having not even seen the Walton files. Again, like from what Jay said, M36 Games hasn't even taken a look at the Walton files when this game was initially being developed. It's only been like after the comparisons were made that they actually took inspiration from it for some other stuff. For the idea of just getting it like practically nailed on the head is honestly really, really cool. And obviously I did mention the inspiration from like Doki Doki Literature Club and Petscop. The Petscop comparison I was going to make then is the thing I tried doing that was actually teased on YouTube by a random Let's Player who was just playing Andy's Apple Farm themselves and found this out, even though we all have a very good idea that it was most likely the developer doing it, based on like the names and stuff. So, yeah, like the idea of just being like, oh, I've just played this game and I found this bug, but it's actually the developer like showcasing part of their game to get people hyped up and stuff. Really good idea. And seeing it adapted in a game that's actually real is a really nice touch. I mean, that's a really good way of getting it engaged a bit more, because it's not just about like being fooled by the idea of the game anymore. The game's reality, so of course you're going to go try it and do it yourself, and then you'd be like, oh wait, I can't do it. And that's the point. At least then, but now they've actually got that secret in the game, I believe. So it gives you like an idea, like, oh, I'm gonna go try this out, but it's just playing you for a fool until they do it, and then you're like, ooh, I'm gonna try again. But now I want to probably talk about the main thing of this game, and that's regarding the chapter-based focus of it. Now, Andy's Apple Farm I was initially really concerned about because chapter-based horror games have been notorious for just being missed potential. They've had the really cool concepts to them, just like this game, but they've ruined themselves based on the structure of them, the way they're marketed, or just the teams behind them. Bendy the Machine is by far the biggest example, in my opinion. A game that had a really cool concept, just like Andy's Apple Farm, ink creatures coming to life, and it really suggested a good, strong story for all of it. While the gameplay was kind of not as entertaining, it's mainly about the exploration, which granted, this game has it as well. But I give this game a bit more credit because I think it's more about the exploration, while Bendy kind of has more of a straight-on path, right? I think there's a lot more exploration, and the game is purposely made to be buggy for you to, like, find the really stupid stuff to do. And I think it rewards your curiosity better, in my personal opinion. But the main thing is that Bendy was, like, just really bad on the story. You had an idea going through the whole game, like, oh, this is probably how it's going to end. And then it throws a curveball on you. Which, in most situations, would be fine. If anything, that's a really good storytelling to make you think one thing and then be like, oh, it's another thing. But Bendy did it in a way that made it seem like they had no idea what they were doing. And that's the big danger with these chapter-based games. You're technically paying for a game that isn't even finished. And so you're putting trust in the developer to actually make the game consistent and good by the end of it, when there are so many opportunities that they could just go ahead and just ruin it, which is a great example with what Bendy did. And then obviously we've got other games following suit like Dark Deception and Poppy Playtime, which both again show promise. I like Dark Deception for the fact that I think gameplay is more of a focus of it, and it feels like one of those games that will have a lot of replay value. This game feels more like a what's the best way to describe it? Like an experience. I will play this game to see what it is, to find all the secrets, piece together the story. But regarding, like, a game to come back and play, it's like, you got to ask yourself, am I going to come back and play I Spy with Klaus again? Absolutely. That's 10 out of 10. Best game, best game. Yeah, you get my point. Like, you won't really come back for the gameplay, I feel. So after the story's been, like, found out and people have found all the secrets, it's going to be one of those games that I think will be quite difficult to jump back into, where I think Dark Deception is actually a really good one at that. Despite the fact the game is, again, following the same structure, it's, like, taking such a long time with it, working on side projects at the same time as well, like their multiplayer game, which is also completely hollow. And it has a development team that, I don't think the team's bad, but at least the director, oh boy, not the best example of a director, personally. It gives me Randy Pitchford vibes, and trust me, that is not good vibes. And then Puppy Playtime is obviously another one, which, again, shows promise, but they're already, like, selling NFTs and stuff on the game, which is, like, one, because NFTs, two, the game has only just come out in its first chapter. Finish the game first, please, and then do it. So anyway, I say all that to say this. I want this game to do really well. It deserves every single reason to do well for an amazing concept, an amazing narrative, a story that seems very compelling, and while it seems like we know a lot of what's going on right now, there's still the overarching idea of this shadow creature, which we have no idea about, so there is still some more stuff to find out. But just with the nature of, like, chapter-based horror games in the past, I'm definitely skeptical. Although Jayskibean, again, who has had a lot of talking with the developer themselves, he's assured me the developer has a good head, and that they kind of know what to do in order to try and make sure the game doesn't end up like those chapter-based games, so I'm a lot more confident already. But, like, I really want this game to do well. Will I come back and play each chapter? I don't know. I have to think about that. I might just do the wise thing and wait for the whole game to come out, just so it's, like, in its purest state while the game is meant to be buggy, but you know what I mean. The bugs that are a problem, wait for those to be ironed out and stuff, and also just wait for the whole game to be there, and then maybe I'll play it then, but we'll have to see. But in its current state, for £2 off Steam, and if it stays that way, especially even with the new chapters coming out, I think is absolutely worth your money. Again, this is one of those games that's going to be more of an experience, I think, rather than a game you'll keep coming back to play it for the gameplay sense, but I still think it's really engaging. Definitely not like an experience that I think is on the same levels of, like, Bending the Ink Machine. Like, again, especially considering the game's quality of that, I think they were a little too harsh charging as much as they did for that game in the end of it. But regardless, I wish the developer the best of luck. Go support this game. Go check it in the description below. Link will be there for the Steam page. Definitely go play the first chapter for yourselves. Find all the secrets and do whatever the hell you want to do. And keep this going, because I really want this game to turn out well. I'm really glad it's kicked off the way it does. Absolutely deserves to. And here is to a good end for Andy's apple farm, and a great future. But until then, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all enjoyed. I've been Chaos, you've been the other Swarm Influence, as you always are. Until this time, remember to usual, like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel want to see more, maybe go follow me on Twitter for updated stuff, because in case you don't know me by now, inconsistency is my quality. I've also got my Twitch description below, I previously mentioned that, where my audio was apparently fine, but it isn't. My point is, go check it out anyways. We stream on there. It's really fun to do. I've also got a Patreon down below where you can subscribe to $3 a month and get your name credit in my Patreon list. Definitely consider so if you feel like supporting the channel. But again, it's completely optional. And your guys' support in general for just watching my stuff is perfectly fine. But most importantly, of all things, ladies and gentlemen, take care, everybody. Sayonara.